If transparency is really the policy, then why couldn't the FBI director answer this question? Watch Eric Swalwell expose the gap between promises and reality.
Director, the first time you saw Donald Trump's name was in the Epstein files. Did you close the files or keep reading?
I have reviewed not the entirety of the files, so I have.
You haven't reviewed all of the Epstein files?
Personally, no.
You're the director of the FBI. This is the largest sex trafficking case the FBI has ever been a part of. Buck stops at the top, and your testimony today is you have not reviewed all the files.
What I've been doing is been busy providing the safest country this country has seen in modern U.S. history in historic speed, because the men and women of the FBI are given the resources to reduce the homicide rate, to reduce the drug trafficking rate, to reduce the amount of children that are being trafficked, and the number of pedophiles. It sounds like
those children being trafficked would appreciate the director reviewing the files. You said you don't know the number of times Trump's name appears in the files, so it could at least be 1,000 times. Is that right?
The number is a total misleading factor. We have not released anyone's name in the Epstein files that has not been credible.
Director, could it at least be 1,000 times?
We have released every piece of legally permissible information.
Okay,
you can characterize the numbers however you want it.
Reclaiming my time, Director. It sounds like if you don't know the number, it could at least be 1,000 times.
It's not. It's not.
Is it at least 500 times?
No.
Is it at least 100 times?
No.
Then what's the number?
I don't know the number, but it's not that.
Do you think it might be your job to know the number?
My job is to provide for the safety and security of this country. My job is not to engage in political innuendo so you can go out to the sticks and get your 20-second hit in your fundraising article.
Director,
keep going, reclaiming your time, because the people of California are being underserved by your representation.
If the president is not implicated, why not release everything that involves him?
We have released everything, the president and anyone else's side, that is credible and lawfully be able to be released. Your fixation on this matter and baseless accusations that I'm hiding child pedophiles is disgusting. Anyone that says that needs to look at the stats alone and go back to the state of California, who's receiving the biggest surge in FBI resources through my redeployment, because the cities of Los Angeles, San Diego, and San Francisco need it.
Director, remembering your oath to tell the truth, did you ever tell Donald Trump his name is in the files?
I have never spoken to President Trump about the Epstein files.
Did you ever tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
The Attorney General and I have had numerous discussions about the entirety of the Epstein files and the reviews conducted by our team.
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
And we have released where President Trump's name is in the Attorney's file.
It's a simple question. Did you tell the Attorney General that the President's name is in the Epstein files?
During many conversations that the Attorney General and I have had on the matter of Epstein, we have reviewed.
The question is simple. Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files? Yes or no?
Why don't you try spelling it out?
Yes
if you're gonna
or no, Director?
Use the alphabet.
Yes or no?
No? A, B, C,
Director,
D, E, F?
it sounds like you don't want to tell us. Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name was in the Epstein files?
Why don't you try serving your constituency by focusing on reducing violent crime in this country and the number of pedophiles that are legally harbored in your sanctuary cities in California? I'll work with you on that.
Regular order, Mr. Chairman.
I'm
the gentleman from California.
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
The question has been asked and answered.
You've not answered it, and we will take your evasiveness as a consciousness of guilt. Director, did Donald Trump ever say to you, just find and release the entire truth? Don't worry if I'm in it?
The instructions from the administration were to release all credible information, and we have done that.
Did Donald Trump ever provide information about Jeffrey Epstein as an informant?
Donald Trump has not been, and I can only speak for the FBI, an informant of the FBI.
So, Director, you've played this cute shell game where you say you can't release everything because the court has said that it legally is not allowed to be released. But the court calls bullshit. Judge Richard Berman said that when you went to the court, quote, information contained in the Epstein grand jury transcripts pales in comparison to Epstein investigation information and materials in the hands of the Department of Justice. So let's move on, Director. You wrote a book called Government Gangsters. You identified 20 individuals in that book. You put me on that list, at the top of the list. Thank you. My children find it flattering. 20 of those individuals have been investigated or have had adverse actions. Director, considering that you have identified these people as, quote, government gangsters, will you recuse yourself from making any investigation decisions about these individuals?
Anyone that has been terminated at the FBI has been done so
the
because
question
they failed
again,
to meet the muster and
Director,
their constitutional
I will
obligation.
work on the
No.
audio-visual capabilities.
I'm
of
going to
Chris. I
borrow
don't think
your
you can hear me.
terminology and call
I'm reclaiming
bullshit
my
on your
time.
entire career in
I'm
Congress.
reclaiming my
It
time,
has been
Director.
a disgrace to the American
Director,
people.
I'm reclaiming my time.
You can reclaim your
Will you
time all
recuse
you
yourself?
want.
Mr.
Chairman, you're going to allow a witness to speak this way?
Mr.
Chairman, would you
You'll
give...
recuse yourself, Director.
The gentleman has no time to...
Mr. Chairman, would you
Mr.
admonish the
Chairman, point of-
witness not to insult members?
The gentleman has no time.
Mr. Chairman,
The
just
committee will remember.
quick point of order. Could the gentleman be extended an additional 20 seconds to complete his thoughts since the witness decided to interrupt him
And
continuously?
the witness will be able to respond if he wants. We'll make sure he
Thank you.
has time to do that.
My question
Gentlemen,
is,
continue.
will you, Director, recuse yourself, yes or no, from investigating or making decisions about the 60 individuals, including myself, that you identified as government gangsters? Yes or no?
Time of the gentleman has expired. The
No.
witness may respond if he would like.
And the answer was no, as I heard.
Correct.
Okay. The gentleman...
What makes this exchange significant is not the drama of the moment, but what it reveals about how power behaves when it is asked to explain itself. Eric Swalwell was not chasing headlines or feeding speculation. He was pressing on a basic democratic expectation. When the government promises transparency, that promise has to mean something concrete, not just rhetorically convenient language. The Epstein case has lingered for years because it sits at the intersection of crime, wealth, influence, and institutional failure. People across the political spectrum are frustrated, not because they want rumors confirmed, but because they want clarity. What records exist? Which ones are legally restricted? Who made those determinations? And most importantly, what standards are being applied consistently? That is the educational core of Swalwell's questioning, and it is where the public often gets lost when officials retreat into procedural jargon. When FBI leadership speaks in broad phrases like ongoing review, legal constraints, or appropriate process, it can sound responsible on the surface, but oversight exists precisely to translate those phrases into specifics the public can understand. Swalwell was trying to do that translation in real time. He was drawing a line between legitimate legal limits, such as protecting victims or active investigations, and discretionary secrecy that is often justified only after the fact. This matters because transparency is not an all-or-nothing concept. The FBI does not have to release everything to explain something. It can explain categories, timelines, decision-making authority, and review mechanisms without compromising safety or privacy. When those explanations are absent or evasive, the damage is not just political. It erodes public trust in institutions that rely on credibility to function. A key point viewers should take away is that congressional oversight is not about assuming bad faith. It is about preventing unaccountable power. Swalwell's approach reflects that principle. He is not declaring conclusions. He is forcing clarity. If the Bureau has sound reasons for withholding material, those reasons should withstand plain questioning. If they cannot be articulated clearly, that is not a failure of the questioner. It is a warning sign for the institution. This is also where the human element gets overlooked. Survivors, families, and the broader public are not asking for spectacle. They are asking for reassurance that justice systems do not bend quietly for the well-connected. When officials appear more comfortable managing optics than explaining policy, people notice. Cynicism grows not from disclosure, but from silence. From a liberal lens perspective, this exchange reinforces why strong institutions require strong oversight. Transparency is not anti-law enforcement, it is pro-democracy. Agencies that operate in the dark invite mistrust. Agencies that explain their limits and decisions earn legitimacy. Swalwell's questioning is a reminder that accountability is not hostility, and that asking hard questions is not an attack on the rule of law, but a defense of it. If you want more coverage that breaks down these hearings beyond the sound bites and helps you understand what is really at stake, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Stay engaged, because informed viewers are what keep accountability alive.